The Home Secretary, Suella Braverman, has said she sympathises with people who face long delays trying to get across the border at Dover, but has rejected any suggestion that Brexit is to blame. She's insisted the issue lies with transport companies and port authorities and that it's a busy time of year. Extra ferries were laid on overnight to try to clear the backlog of traffic at the port, which led to some coach passengers facing waits of 14 hours. Labour's Lisa Nandy told the Sophie Ridge on Sunday programme on Sky News that the government's failure to plan for after Brexit was to blame.
There are clearly a range of factors that have gone into the delays here, and we've seen them before, but the government has known for a very long time that they needed to make sure that there were resources in place to deal with additional paperwork checks. The point is not whether we left the European Union or not. The point was that we left with a government that made big promises and once again didn't deliver.
The government has said it's in negotiations about 3 British nationals being held by the Taliban in Afghanistan. One has been named by the charity he works for as 53-year-old Kevin Cornwell, who's from Middlesbrough. He and another man were arrested in January. A third man has been arrested on a different date. Some academy school bosses are calling for a change in the way Ofsted inspections are carried out. They've told the BBC the watchdog is failing to take account of the impact of the pandemic in poorer communities. Dave McPartlin, who's the head teacher of Flake Fleet Primary School in Fleetwood, said Ofsted needs to take a more nuanced approach.
I think it needs to take into account that primary schools are different to secondary. We have the same framework. What about your small schools that might have 3 staff with loads of responsibility per member of staff? I just don't think it takes into account that. You know, we know that it's difficult to get our children in special schools. It's difficult to get our children in behaviour units. It's difficult to get access to mental health services. We're all feeling it in the public services.
Charities have welcomed the launch of a review aimed at improving the employment prospects of autistic people. The government says less than 30% of people on the autism spectrum are in work. The charity Autistica wants to see that figure double by 2030. Its chief executive, James Cusack, said there were easy ways for employers to help.
If you send out interview questions ahead of time, you will be more effective at choosing and selecting the best candidate for the job, and it removes disadvantages for people who are autistic. That these adjustments are really minimal in terms of costs. It could be things like noise cancelling headphones, it could be flexibility around where you work as part of the office.
Pope Francis is presiding over Mass in front of around 30,000 people who've gathered in St Peter's Square at the start of the Easter week. The 86-year-old left hospital yesterday following a bout of bronchitis, and there had been concerns he might not be well enough. That's the BBC News at 11:03.
And that's Anthony. Thank you very much.
Listen live on the BBC Sounds app.
Yes, Michael's crock, I'm afraid. To which we all say, get better soon, Michael. Hurry up, love.